What's the Corralejo strip like? How far is it from the hotel? Is it worth visiting? Let's find out. Here's our walking tour of the local area around the H10 Ocean Suites and the H10 Ocean Dreams hotels here in Corralejo. Both of these hotels are in a very convenient location with the town's main strip just a 2-minute walk away. In this short tour, I'll show you what the local area has to offer, including some of the bars, restaurants, shops, and also a few of the nearby beaches. Let's head out and take a look. The main strip is just at the end of this road, and as you can see, it really isn't far at all. From the hotel entrance, it's under 200 metres away, so you can be in the middle of everything in just a couple of minutes. Being close to the strip is one of the big advantages of staying at either of these H10 hotels. And here we are on the strip itself. The main strip is just over half a mile in length, so it's easy to walk from one end to the other without too much effort. But it's not just this road that's worth exploring. There are also plenty of smaller streets and little squares that branch off from the main strip as well, many of which have their own bars, cafes and restaurants. We'll be heading down that way shortly, but first we're going to turn right here and explore this end of the strip. It's a bit overcast today, but even so, it's still very warm, which is fairly typical for Corralejo. Days like this are actually quite comfortable for walking around. As you can see, there are lots of shops along both sides of the street. It's not just your usual tourist souvenir shops either. There are quite a few proper brands that you'll probably recognise. Apart from how close the strip is to the hotels, what really impressed us during our stay was the mix of places here. There's a good balance between tourist-focused shops and more everyday stores, and overall it doesn't feel overly tacky like some resort strips can. The area is also spotlessly clean, and throughout our stay it always felt very safe. You'll notice that there are several taxi ranks dotted along the strip, so getting around is very easy if you don't want to walk. There's also a bus stop just at the end of this road, which connects Corralejo to other parts of the island, so even without a car, you've got good transport options. This area walking through now is probably the more tourist-focused section of the strip. There are a number of bars and souvenir shops here, along with a casino that you'll see shortly. There's also a few restaurants dotted along this stretch if you fancy stopping for something to eat. This roundabout marks the end of this end of the strip. It's also where you'll find the Corralejo Aqua Park, which is one of the local attractions, particularly for families. The nearest bus stop to the hotel is also located around here. From here we're going to cross the road and head down the full length of the strip towards the seafront. That will give you a better sense of how the area changes as you get closer to the coast. As we cross the road, it's worth pointing out that on this side of the road there's a dedicated lane for bikes and scooters. They do tend to move along here at a fair pace, so it's something to keep an eye out for when you're walking around. As I mentioned earlier, this end of the strip does feel a little more tourist focused. Even so, the whole area is very well maintained. The streets are clean, the shop fronts are tidy, and overall it feels like a well looked after resort town. Another practical thing to mention is that there are plenty of ATM machines along this stretch of the strip. So if you do need to take some cash out while you're out and about, you're never too far from a cash machine. Just coming into view, ahead in the distance, is the Burger King sign. It's quite tall and can be seen from a long way off, so it actually makes a useful landmark when finding your way around. It's located almost directly opposite the road that leads back to the H10 hotels, so it's something to look out for when you're heading back. If you've hired a car while you're staying here, it's also worth knowing there's a petrol station in town, so refuelling is straightforward if you're planning to explore more of the island. That street over there is where the hotel is located, but for now we're going to carry on down the strip towards the seafront. If you look to your left, you can see how busy the bike lane can get at times, so it's always worth keeping an eye out when crossing. Another thing we noticed during our 10-day stay is how safe the area feels. At no point did we see anything that caused us concern, either during the day or later in the evening. There are also lots of supermarkets along the strip. You're never too far from a Super Dino, which is the main supermarket chain here in the Canary Islands. They're well stocked with everyday essentials, drinks, snacks and anything else you might need during your stay. Over on our right is probably the only area we saw that looks like it needs a bit of improvement. It's clearly under construction or being redeveloped, so it stands out slightly compared to the rest of the strip. It's a small section though, and overall the area is still very well presented. Down this street is one of the direct routes to the beach. I'll show you a few more as we walk along, but this one turned out to be one of the quickest routes when travelling from the hotel. There are some restaurants coming up on the left hand side now. One thing you quickly notice in Corralejo is the variety of food available. You'll find everything from tapas and fresh seafood to steakhouses, pizza restaurants, Indian and Chinese cuisine. Just ahead you can see the H10 Ocean Dreams Hotel. This is another property from the same hotel group, and if you look over to our right, that street there is another route that leads directly down to the beach. If you're not used to having a bike lane running alongside the pavement, it can be easy to stray onto it without realising, so it's worth paying attention here. This part of the strip definitely feels busier and a little more touristy focused as we move closer to the centre. Any of the streets on the right hand side from here on in will take you down towards the beach, so it's quite easy to find your way to the coastline without needing to follow one specific route. There are even more restaurants along this section. You really are spoilt for choice when it comes to places to eat, whether you're just looking for a quick lunch or a full evening meal. This next stretch of the strip is pedestrianised, which makes it a bit more relaxed for walking around. That said, bikes and scooters can still pass through here, so it's still worth keeping an eye out. On our right is Ale Hop, which you'll see all over the Canary Islands. It's a quirky little shop that sells gifts, gadgets and souvenirs, and it's actually quite a useful landmark to remember because we'll loop back here shortly. If you look down there you can see the sea and a number of seafront bars, but first we're going to carry on forward to a much older part of the town. Also over there you can see shops like Lacoste and Billabong and a few other slightly higher end brands. So again, it's not just souvenir shops, there's a bit more variety than you might expect. As you can see, This pedestrian area has lots of cafes and bars with tables outside. During the evenings, this part of the strip really comes alive, with people out enjoying food, drinks and the atmosphere. And remember, all of this is only a 10-minute walk from the hotel. It's a really pleasant part of town to spend some time in. Even though there are plenty of restaurants here, we never felt pressured by staff trying to get us into their places, which can sometimes happen in resort areas. Instead, it's quite relaxed, and there were several cafes and bars offering live music while we were there. This area also feels a little older and more traditional compared to the newer parts of the strip. There are yet more places to eat around in this small square, but we're going to head down here towards the seafront and even more restaurants and bars. As you'd expect, there are some lovely places along the seafront with fantastic views across the water. It's the kind of place where you can sit with a coffee, enjoy a drink or settle in for a full meal while taking in the atmosphere. If you continue further along that way, you'll eventually reach the harbour where you can get a ferry to Lanzarote, which can make for a really good day trip. But for now, we're going to head along the coastline and see what some of the other beachfront bars and restaurants look like. You really can't get much closer to the beachfront than this. As you can see, there are plenty of places along this stretch, so whatever you're looking for, a drink, a snack or a full meal, there's usually somewhere nearby. We filmed this in February, so while most of the restaurants are open, there are still a few that remain closed for the quieter winter period. That said, the majority are open as usual. This is a lovely stretch of coastline with golden sand and plenty of space. The restaurants and bars continue further down the beach, but we're going to turn right here and make our way back towards the strip. As you can see, there are plenty of places along here where you can sit and enjoy the view. If you look over to the left now, you can see that we've come back to the ale hop shop we passed earlier. So from here, we're going to cross over and head back towards the hotel, because there are still a couple more things along this part of the strip that are worth pointing out. Just off the main strip here is a small plaza with a range of different food options. It's a handy little area with several restaurants grouped together, including Italian, burgers, tacos, Chinese and Indian cuisine. It's another example of how much choice there is when it comes to eating out in Corralejo. There's also another taxi rank just over to our left, although to be honest, once you're staying in this part of town, it's hard to think of many places you need a taxi for, because so much is within walking distance. A little further up the street and you can see there's a pharmacy located right here on the strip, which can be useful to know about during your stay. And in the distance you can see the Burger King sign again, which tells us we're heading in the right direction, back towards the hotel. Along this section there are also several clothes shops and fragrance stores, the sorts of shops you might expect to see on a typical high street. Turning right here, we're heading back towards the hotel. I'm sure you will agree, the Corralejo strip has a lot to offer. From shopping and restaurants to bars and cafes, there's plenty here to explore and enjoy. There's a real impressive range of food and drink available, and if you're staying here on bed and breakfast, half board or in self-catering accommodation, you've got a huge amount of choice just a few minutes away. Both the H10 Suites and the H10 Ocean Dreams are very well placed to take advantage of everything the strip has to offer. And if you do want to travel further afield, the nearby bus stops and taxi ranks make that very easy. On screen now you'll see our full review of the H10 Ocean Suites along with our complete walkthrough of the hotel. Click on one of those videos if you'd like to see more about staying here. We hope you found this tour helpful and we look forward to seeing you again in another video.